They got Jimmy G. They're looking for a guy to back him up if he ever gets injured, which seems to be very common. So, number 3, Niners take Justin Fields. We got a trade. Falcons trade their 4th pick to the Broncos in exchange for, we don't know yet. So with the 4th pick in the NFL draft, the Broncos select Trey Lance. He's an athlete. He's what LA likes. He didn't play against very good defenses, but I think he has the qualities of like Josh Allen or like this great athlete who has a good arm. I think he'd be a good pick for the Broncos. Even if he busts, it's a good pick for now. All right. With the 5th pick, the Bengals take Rashawn Slater. I think that I don't know if they. I think they just could use, what is he? I think there was some sort of difference I came up with. Crap. Yeah, okay, so Rashawn, I think he's a tackle and the other's a guard. Penny Sewell is a... Let's see. No, they're both tackles. Alright, whatever. There was some sort of difference, but I think Rashawn Slater, even if there isn't one, I think he's a little better. I think it's a great way to protect Joe Burrow, who seems like he might start getting an injury history. I don't know. It's 1 year. I don't want to take anything out of context, but I think Bengals take Rashawn Slater. With the 6th pick, the Dolphins take Penei Sewell. They're trying their best to get Tua protected, give Tua everything, see if he really is good or not. And I think they got Will Fuller, they got Devontae Parker already. Mike Gesicki is good enough. I think they're either going to take a running back or Penei Sewell, and I think Penei Sewell is just a lot better than any other running back in the draft. So, Penei Sewell at number 6. At number 7, the Lions take Ja'Marr Chase. You don't want to look stupid. Get Jared Goff weapons. Because if he is terrible and Matt Stafford flourishes, you're going to get destroyed on social media. And also, you're going to realize that there was no value in that trade. So, there's no value in trading. There's no value in trading your franchise quarterback if you're not going to at least give the other one a chance that you traded for. So, get him a weapon, see what he does. I think Ja'Marr Chase is the best receiver in the draft. See what he does with that. With the 8th pick, the Panthers select Kyle Pitts. I think he's the best pass catcher in the draft. I think he's uber talented. I think it's insane. I just think he's too good to pass up on. They're gonna do this or take Caleb Farley, I believe. I think that's what it is here. And if they take Caleb Farley, I think Kyle Pitts might fall. He might fall to the Chargers. But I think right now, they take Kyle Pitts. They go all in on Sam Darnold and take Pitts at 8. With the 9th pick, the Atlanta Falcons take Micah Parsons, possibly the best defensive player in this draft. It's always been the defense. It's never been Matt Ryan. They keep getting Matt Ryan, all these offensive coaches. They both coaches he's had. His first coach was a former defensive coordinator. The other one is a defensive coordinator right now. So they got an offensive coach. See what he does. The offense is good. Second in passing yards last year. Get a defense. See how you do. At number 10, finally. Remember, I'm just doing kind of a mini mock draft. I'm not doing the entire thing. Alright, 10th pick. With the 10th pick in the NFL draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Patrick Surtain. They got a great offense. Their offense is good. They got a top 10, top 15 quarterback, top 3 receiving core. They got a great one. They got Michael Gallup. They got Amari Cooper. They got CeeDee Lamb, who looks good. Zeke Elliott's regressing, but their offense looks good. It doesn't look like it's a problem. It looks like the defense is what they need. I think Patrick Surtain is the best corner in the draft, or at least tied for it. You know, it's a toss-up. It's a title fight. J.C. Horn, Caleb Farley, Patrick Surtain. I think Cowboys take Patrick Surtain, and that's my NFL draft there. NFL mock draft. All right. So, Lawrence at 1, Wilson at 2, Fields at 3, Lance at 4, Slater at 5, Penei Sewell at 6, Jamar Chase at 7, Kyle Pitts at 8, Micah Parsons at 9, Patrick Surtain at 10. Alright. So let's go over the most surprising finals outcomes. Any sport. Basketball, football, college football. Alright, so let's get started in a couple seconds once this loads. Alright, come on. Bingo. Okay, so the first one, as I told you earlier, it's Gonzaga, as they got blown out by Baylor. I had no clue this was going to happen. Their offense was amazing. I didn't think that would be the problem. I thought the problem would be that the defense gave up too many points, but that's not at all what happened. The offense didn't even score enough to even come close. So, congrats, Baylor. That's the worst I've seen Gonzaga play all year in 409 days. The second shocking outcome: Chiefs get blown out by the Bucks. First of all, the Chiefs were favored. There was most people picking the Chiefs to win. But even the people who picked the Bucks had no clue it would be this bad. They had no clue, because, you know, it was... Especially Patrick Mahomes not scoring a touchdown. That was a big shock. I thought for sure he would at least score a touchdown, because he scored a touchdown every single game. There has not been a game where Pat Mahomes did not score a touchdown. And I thought that alone was going to prove that they won. I thought it would be close even if the Chiefs won. So, I mean, this was incredibly shocking. And Tom Brady is even better than I thought he was, which is crazy because I thought he was the GOAT by a landslide already. But you know what? This is definitely going to diminish his case, because when you lose to a backup quarterback, that's not good, is it? Nah. You know, he lost to Nick Foles. That is incredibly shocking. I mean, the Eagles were good. They were great that year. Obviously, the team was great. I'm not denying that. But I don't know how you can expect Nick Foles, a backup quarterback, to come in and beat the GOAT Tom Brady. But that was like the best offensive Super Bowl I've ever seen. That's what's even more shocking. There was like the most total yards of offense in the Super Bowl by the two teams. So I did not think Nick Foles would ever bring that joy to my life, but thank the Lord. So the next shock is the 73-win Warriors. The 73-win Warriors take an L to LeBron James and the Cavs. I heard some saying Warriors in 4. I said Cavs in 7, by the way, but then again, I was a biased Cavs fan who had no idea what he was talking about, so I wouldn't say that I was being smart there. I was just being annoying. So that was a shock, though. We had no clue. Especially when they went up 3-1. That's the even bigger shock. They were up 3-1. They had a 73-win season. And then again, it's kind of like Gonzaga and like most of these guys who go undefeated throughout the season is like, you know, oh God, this is a lot of pressure. Because it's a lot, you know. They're like, we don't only have to carry the weight of performing in this finals, we have to carry the weight of being an undefeated season, barring the best record. So it was a lot of stuff to handle for the Warriors. And in the end, that may have been one of the best games I've ever seen. Now here comes, this was a real shock. Both how it went down and what happened. The 07 Pats, undefeated, lose to the New York Giants, the offensively challenged New York Giants. Then went undefeated. Tom Brady, Randy Moss flourishing, but they just couldn't get a lot like Baylor. Or no, not a lot like Baylor, a lot like Gonzaga. They were just one of the best offenses ever. And no one thought anyone could stop it. The Giants came in, and the defensive line just crushed him. A lot like the Bucs did to Mahomes in the Super Bowl. They just crushed him. Like, he couldn't get any throw off. So, congrats to Baylor again, and congrats to the Giants for pulling that off. Holy crap. Another shock. The Nats beat the Astros. The cheating Astros. No one had any idea that they would make the World Series, even. They make the World Series, let alone beating the Astros, who were 2 in the past 3 years, along with them beating Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander, who were virtually unbeatable throughout the season. So, great job to them. Next shock. The 88 A's, 104 win, below it against the Dodgers. They lose in 5. They had just swept the Red Sox to get into the World Series. That was an even bigger shock. Like, when you look at how they got there, you'd think it would be a breeze for them in the World Series, but not even close. They lost in 5. And then the last shock, probably one of the biggest shocks in sports. Not only did Dirk Nowitzki take down LeBron and the Heat, which is obviously the highlight, but he swept Kobe and the Lakers, the defending champion Lakers. He beat KD and the Warriors in 5. And he beat the Heat, an emerging dynasty, in 6. I just think that's insane how he pulled that off. That was the best playoff win I've ever seen. So, that's why I think he's one of the most underrated players to ever enter this league. I just think it's ridiculous how he was able to pull that off. Alright. Okay, so pretty good stuff today. I honestly, the fact that I didn't even have 5. I didn't even have 5, it really nourishes my ego that, that I didn't even have enough, I didn't get enough things wrong to even have a wrong Monday, so that's great. Good stuff today. Daily Dose of Dylan, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, or iHeartRadio. See you tomorrow. Daily Dose of Dylan.